If you want your wedding band to sit really close to your engagement ring someday, with little to no gap, then the height of your setting is something worth thinking about now. Let's start with a high setting. One of the biggest advantages is that there's usually more space underneath the center stone. So when you add a straight wedding band later, it's often much easier for the two rings to sit neatly next to each other. If you already know you love that clean, seamless stacked look, a higher setting can make things a lot easier. It also lifts the center stone a little more, so the diamond tends to stand out more visually. But higher doesn't always mean better. You're going to wear this ring every day, and if it sits too high, it can be more likely to knock against things or snag on clothing. So you're not really looking for the highest setting possible. You're looking for a height that feels comfortable for you and still works with the wedding band you want. Now, what if you prefer a low setting? A low profile ring sits closer to your finger, so it can feel a little more practical and easier to wear day to day. But here's something a lot of people don't realize until later. If the basket sits very low, a regular straight wedding band can bump into the setting, which leaves a small gap between the two rings. The good news is, that doesn't mean you have to give up a low setting. For some of our low profile designs at Leonides, we create matching wedding bands that follow the shape underneath the engagement ring, so the two can still sit together naturally and closely. So you really don't need to decide whether a high setting or low setting is better. You just need to think about what matters more to you, how your ring feels every day, and how you want the two rings to look together later on. If you care about both, just make sure you think about your future wedding band when you choose your engagement ring.